mean, on the script, it was such a page turner. I feel like we need to sort of understand who helped make Elizabeth Holmes Elizabeth Holmes. I mean, it didn't happen in a total bubble.
Hey everyone, this is Anna Rumer here with PopCulture, and today we have with us Michaela Watkins to talk all about Hulu's new series, The Dropout. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So obviously the story of Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes is super fascinating on so many levels. What is it about the story that draws you personally to it?
I feel like you've got a little bit of a Elizabeth Holmes look with the red lipstick here. And
I should have worn my black turtleneck.
Blonde ponytail, yeah. What drew me? What wouldn't draw you to this story about a woman who's 19, drops out of Stanford, and then builds a $9 billion company all before she's like, what? I don't know, 30? I mean, yeah. It's unbelievable what she's done. And then even more unbelievable is the fall that came after it. It's the whole thing is astonishing that the most powerful men in the world are just fully bought in on her, and that there's no there, like, or is there? Almost
right.
There. It's almost there. And then I think the thing that is even more astonishing than almost all of that is the bravery of who actually spoke up.
Right.
And oh my God, thinking what happens if they didn't, what would have happened to people? It's really
right.
Sad, So I'm sad that she didn't make the biggest, innovation in health of our time. I wish she did. It'd be great for everybody, and it'd be great for women in Silicon Valley. It'd be great for tech. It'd be great for so many things. It didn't happen. But the story behind why it didn't happen is almost unbelievable.
I mean, I was following it, in the headlines as it was kind of unfolding. But what is it about The Dropout that you think is going to appeal to people who maybe have been paying attention, maybe haven't been paying attention to what's going on?
I think what's interesting is, if you've been following the trial, let's just say, or what the outcome of the trial is, that's just like, oh, that's interesting. She was found guilty, wire fraud and other things. But how did she ever get to that point? How did she ever get to the point that she could have swindled people at all? And to understand where she came from and the whole story, it really is like a total, I mean, on the script, it was such a page turner. I feel like we need to sort of understand who helped make Elizabeth Holmes Elizabeth Holmes. I mean, it didn't happen in a total bubble. I think she had some weird charismatic power over people that I am fascinated by, and I would love to know her secret.
Oh, yeah, right?
No, it's like, did she release a potion in the room or something that people are like, yes, Elizabeth, whatever you want, Elizabeth.
Right.
But it's but it didn't happen in a vacuum. I mean, she was surrounded by people who were sort of saying this is who she is, even though she wasn't yet. And it's sort of amazing that there's just such a small handful of people that were like, professor. It's just like, I think she's full of crap, actually.
Right.
Yeah. And
of course, your character, Linda, is so fascinating. It plays into it in her own way. What went into preparing for this role? What is it about this role that was so much fun for you?
That's a fun question, because when I was offered this part, I just was like, okay, she's an attorney for Theranos. Sure. Okay, great. I didn't know what was going to happen in the finale, and that's very exciting. So I know the finale is really amazing, but because there's quite a turn. But for the most part, when I enter stage, which is sort of mid-season, I'm fully drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, I am there for Elizabeth. I think she is the be-all end-all. And I saw in the documentary, my character is not based on one specific real person, but I caught a glimpse of this person. They would do these big like rallies at work all the time. And I think they were playing something like Pump Up the Volume. And I saw this woman like dancing. And I just thought, this lady is all the way in. And I was like, I know who my character is. This woman who's like at a company rally, like dancing to pump up the volume, like the whitest lady you ever did see. I was like, that's my character.
That's her. That's her. Well, I can't wait for everyone to see more of The Dropout. And I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.